in this room all together that first time. Elvis was standing in this vicinity right here, so we put an X on the floor. Because Sam told us later on that's where he was standing, so we believe him, so we marked the spot. You're Elvis, thank you, sir. And then there's an X right here, that's Bill, the bass player. And then Scotty, the guitarist, was right there. And then Sam was, of course, in the control room. And anyone back there, they're not Sam, they're not that important, so don't pay attention to what they're doing back there. But anyway, so he was listening to what they were playing that first time with them all together. But he still wasn't really that impressed at first because Scotty and Bill, they were in their own country band together back then, so they were playing just their own songs. So Elvis was trying, you know, really hard to follow along with what they're doing, but he doesn't know their songs. And so Sam's not too impressed, but he was being kind of nice, and he said, okay guys, why don't you just take a break? And he said, go next door into the restaurant where the gift shop is now. It used to be called Taylor's Restaurant over there. It had air conditioning, and the studio didn't, so they would be over there a lot. So Elvis took his break, but he knew he was probably about to get kicked out, so everything he was about to do was just all out of nervous energy. So he just came back in, really shaken up. He started to shake his hands, and his arms and his legs, just started dancing really crazy and nervously around the room. And he was kind of just slightly singing under his breath one of his favorite songs, which is a song called That's Alright by Arthur Big Boy Crudup. You know, he was a huge blues fan, so that's why he was singing that. And Scotty and Bill were actually starting to pack up, but once he started to sing, they took their instruments out again and just started playing along with them real slightly. So Sam really just saw how crazy Elvis was acting, and so Sam barged through this exact door right over here, and he came in and kind of just started yelling at him and just said, Elvis, is that you? You know, you've been holding back from me for an entire year, coming in and doing all of those really slow souvenir sessions, and you have something like this in you? He said, just please keep doing that, you know, just do it louder and crazier. And so after Sam yelled at Elvis, he recorded That's Alright in about 2 takes, and he loved what he had in those 2 takes. So apparently Elvis just needed a good yelling at. And so Sam took that recording to this man in this picture over here. He's also really important in the story. His name is Dewey Phillips. Him and Sam were really good friends. They weren't related. A lot of people ask that because they have the same last name, but they were not related. But he had a radio show in town. It was called Red, Hot, and Blue. And it was the show that you listened to here in the 50s. If you were a teenager. If you were a parent, I was told you hated his show. But we have one of those first broadcasts. I'm going to play it. And before I play it, I always just kind of let everyone know that Dewey, he's a very country-sounding person, so there's a chance you might not understand anything he's saying. And then he also kind of starts to moan and make noises in the middle of the song. So when you hear that, it's supposed to happen. It's a part of the recording. So you're not going crazy when you hear it. Okay, so here we go. This is one of the first times that Elvis is on the radio. It's on Red, Hot, and Blue.
Oh, yes, I got people so Phillips, which bring the hottest cotton picking thing in the country. Red, Hot, and Blue, coming through WHBQ and Hotel Tisco on the magazine floor. Ain't that right, Diz? That's right. Party call Sam Putney. No, I got to call Sam, Diz. Ah, Pete Pickard. How you getting along, Ern? Tennessee Ern. How you getting along, buddy? Pretty good, Putney. Get you a wheelbarrow load of mad hogs. Run them through the front door and tell them Philip sent you from Red, Hot, and Blue. Yeah, then I got a new song we're going to play here. We're going to cut loose this new song.